You all right, Mrs. Green?
Mm-hmm.
That won't be long now.
Court, all rise, please.
Will your foreman please stand? On the charge of murder, have you found the defendant Terence William Green guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Before I pass sentence, I have a few words to say about the conduct of one of the witnesses in this case. Despite the weight of forensic evidence against you, your wife, Samantha Green, has insisted that she was with you at the time of the murder. I hope the police will take a close look at the evidence given by Mrs. Green with a view to considering the charge of perjury. The love of a wife for a husband is no excuse for lying to a court of law. Terence William Green, you have been found guilty of the murder of Preston Snow, a savage, brutal murder for which you have shown no remorse. The sentence of the court is life imprisonment. Take him down.
Never mind life. You should hang the bastard and this lying bitch of a wife.
All right, that's enough.
Samantha, I'm gutted, but it's not over.
Swings and roundabouts, eh, Lawrence?
We'll appeal.
Whatever.
Could you call in at Richard's office this afternoon? About 3. It's at Terry's request.
Okay.
You should have seen his face. Great job, Frank.
Do you know, I can't believe he actually thought he was going to get away with it. Mind you, you've got to admire the balls of Sam Green.
Speak of the devil.
Miss Green, if you could just explain. Miss Green, if you could
I've got nothing to say. Can somebody please move this car? Mrs. Green, would you like to take this one? No comment. Nothing to say.
Mum!
Jamie!
Miss Green, if you could
I thought you had exams.
Tomorrow.
Oh! Leave it, Jamie!
Look what he's done!
Forget it!
Fucking bastard!
Look what he's done! Forget it!
You fucking lied! You fucking lied!
Dan, I'll catch you later, John. Trish! What?
Life. Dad got life.
Are you okay?
Hey, you two! Cut that out!
Thanks, babe.
Are you okay?
I'm glad you were there, though.
Why'd you lie for him, Mum? After all he did to you.
Who says I lied?
Well, look at the evidence. Come on, the forensics alone was enough to convict him. Plus the witness. I don't know why you bothered. So what are you going to do?
I don't know. Been asking myself the same question.
Well done, Frank. First-class result. Pass on my congratulations to the team.
I'd like to send the file on to the DPP. The Green's wife lied through her teeth.
I'm not convinced that's in anybody's best interests. You're not married, are you, Frank? Wives stand by their husbands. That's what they do, bless them.
Let me do the worrying for you. That's what you pay me for. No, we'll swing it through the Caymans. The taxman won't get a sniff of it, mate. Yeah, I'll call you when it's done, all right? Samantha, man, I am so sorry about today.
You and me both, Richard.
You will be appealing.
As soon as we can. Is that what this is about?
Well, partly.
However the appeal goes, it's going to be expensive, you realise that?
I didn't expect you to do it for nothing, Lawrence.
Snag is, Terry's a little bit stretched.
Yeah, he tucked away enough to pay for his defence up to today's case, but We're going to need more if we're to appeal.
If? Now it's if?
When, if. It all comes down to the ready, Samantha. And the way things stand at the moment, Terry couldn't appeal a parking ticket.
He has what you might call a cash flow problem. Hopefully temporary. Well, you better hear it from the horse's what's it?
Do what?
Come on.
Hi, darling. Sorry about the cloak and dagger stuff, but you wouldn't be seeing this unless things had taken a turn for the worse. Yeah, I know it's going to be hard for you, but at least you're not lying in a prison cell that stinks of piss and cabbage. Look, I hate to do it to you, but I need a favour big time. And, well, you're the only one who can do what's got to be done. I can't say too much because I don't want this tape to fall into the wrong hands. Now, Richard and Lawrence will fill you in. You can trust them. Oh, yeah, and look up Andy McKinley. Used to be my driver, now works for Jules Kay. He's a good bloke. Say hello to the kids for me and tell them a visit would be nice, okay?
That's it?
That's by way of a reference.
So you'll know that what we tell you has Terry's blessing.
Terry's been a bit busy recently. Since you and he separated 18 months ago...
15.
15? Okay. Anyway, a lot's happened in the last 15 months.
How bad is it?
Snapshot. It's not too bad. It pretty much balances itself out, but without injections of outside capital.
Yeah, it's like a juggler trying to keep 4 balls in the air at one time. As soon as he stops moving.
So what you're trying to tell me is if Terry drops his balls, I'm out on the street?
Rolex oyster. Gold.
So sell off some of the businesses. The model agency, right? That's got to be making money. And there's his stake in the football club.
Neither are showing profits at the moment. And realistically, they're not going to. Not in the near future. Terry has a solution. He put together 2 business deals shortly before he was arrested.
Business deals?
Terry has arranged for a consignment of cannabis resin to be imported from Spain. The money was transferred.
Cannabis? A drugs deal?
4 tons. It's arriving in 3 days.
Why, that's...
Terry has also invested in a currency deal in Spain. The notes are going to have to be brought back to the UK ASAP.
You mean counterfeit notes? He expects me to do his dirty work?
He's handed over all aspects of his businesses to you, legitimate and otherwise. You'll have complete control over all his companies and signing rights for his bank accounts. All we need for you to do is to sign a few forms.
You're taking the piss. You're as bad as he is. Both of you. You selfish, self-centered, arrogant bastard. You screwed up your life, now you want to screw up mine.
I'm fine, thanks. Food's a bit ropey, but what do you expect?
It's not funny, Terry. What, you want me in here with you, is that it? You walked out of my life. You've got no right to do this to me. You should have talked to me first. You should have told me.
Firstly, I never walked out. You threw me out.
And secondly, it should never got this far. Should never have come to court. No evidence, no weapon and a slag for a witness. The jury should never have convicted. Look, if I'd have known I was going down, I'd have got things better sorted.
Oh, I'm fallback position, am I? Right. Well, fuck you, Terry Green. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
You kiss our kids with that mouth.
Try and joke your way out of this one. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of it. You can rot in here for all I care.
Mrs. Green. They're here. There's Pinky. Pinky's a real pro. He's done this a dozen times for Terry.
Ever go pear-shaped?
Terry reckoned that 1 in 4 runs wouldn't make it, but once they've dropped off, it's as safe as houses.
Yeah, well, my house isn't exactly safe at the moment, Andy.
That'll be fine, Mrs. Green. You just sit back and enjoy the show.
The game's not what it used to be, Sam. The money stays with the big boys. There's no trickle-down economics here.
Yeah, but you're pulling in the crowds, Jacko.
Oh, yeah, but it's not about bums on seats anymore. It's about TV. Who wants to tune in to see us when they can watch Man U? Look, Sam, we owe the banks $1.5 million. I'll ask around, see if I can find anyone to buy Terry's shares off you, but I wouldn't hold your breath, girl.
A notorious gangland boss is behind bars tonight, thanks to an extensive police operation. Tina Jones sends this report.
Drugs baron Terry Green was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of 23-year-old Preston Snow. Green said nothing as he left the dock. The judge was particularly scathing about the evidence given by Terry Green's wife, seen here, leaving the courtroom. The former dancer and 70s singer Samantha Green, who had told the court that she was with her husband at the time of the murder. This is Tina Jones reporting for the early evening news.
Hi.
Hello? I know where you live, you fucking bitch. Do you hear me? I'm coming for you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Do you hear me? Fucking kill!
Shit. They spelt my name wrong. How in God's name can they spell my name wrong?
So, Warwick, what do you think?
It's 50%. It's got to be worth $5 grand, top way.
$5 grand? How many girls you got on your books?
Just because on the books doesn't mean they're working. 15% of a catalogue shoot doesn't amount to much.
You know, I'd hate to think the agency's only function was to supply 19-year-old blondes for you and my old man.
That's unkind, Sam. It's unkind and it's uncalled for.
Sorry, sir, no smoking. Thank you.
Terry.
Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers. Yeah.
Ridiculous. I had 2 glasses of wine. 2! I might have known.
Doctor's on his way.
I don't have to piss into a bottle to know that I've not been drinking.
You can leave us alone.
I said you can leave us alone.
What do you want?
I want to know who's running things while Terry's away. I know he was setting something up.
Grow up, Raquel. You know Terry and I separated more than a year ago.
I always know when you're lying, Sam. I knew you were lying in court, and I know you're lying now.
Do you? So this isn't about Terry, is it? This is about you and me. Just because I turned you down 4 years ago. Look, I couldn't really take you up on your offer, could I? Not with Terry in the picture. And even when we got separated, he was still on the scene. And he's a jealous sod. He'd have broken both your legs. Mine too.
I'm not scared of Terry.
Aren't you?
No.
I am.
No need, not now.
Maybe. So... we don't really have to do this here, do we?
What do you mean?
Well... we could talk about it later. Over a bottle of wine.
What time?
About 9. You could, come over to my place, yeah? You sad fuck. You've got about as much chance of getting into my knickers as you have of getting rid of your fucking halitosis. And you know when I'm lying, do you?
Mrs. Green, long time no see. Andy McKinley. I used to drive your husband.
Oh, busy night.
There's always room for you, Mrs. Green. I'll take you through.
Sam, darling. Lovely surprise.
Business is good, eh, George?
It's all about getting the right crowd in. Do you want a coffee? Something stronger?
No, thanks. How long has Andy McKinley been working for you?
Since they arrested Terry. He's a good guy. Reliable. None too bright, though.
Terry wants me to run things while he's away, George.
Now, just a minute.
No, it's all right. I'm not going to do it. But I've got money problems. Cash flow.
Well, if it's a loan you want...
No, it's serious money, George. Look, Terry owns half the clubs, right? Can you buy him out?
It's not a good time. I can barely keep the wolf from the door myself.
Yeah, but you're not behind bars, are you, George?
No. But then, I didn't shoot anybody in the face, did I?
Mrs. Green. If you need anything, give me a call, dear.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, there they go.
Who chose the place?
Terry. It's been ages driving around, trying to find the right beach.
Yeah, well, that would account for some of the nights he was away, I suppose. Hello, Grace. How are you today? Well, I've had hell of a few days. Your darling son's behind bars. He's left me with barely a penny to my name. And now, he wants me to mastermind a multi-million-pound drugs deal to pay for his appeal. So tell me about your week, Grace.
There's been no decline this past month, but no improvement either. Alzheimer's is a terrible illness, Mrs. Green. And the most we can do is to make her as comfortable as possible. She's in no pain. Sometimes she even seems happy, in her way.
Yeah, I remember happy. So is that why you wanted to see me? To give me an update on my mother-in-law's lack of progress?
Actually, no. It's more to do with her account. The last 2 direct debits haven't gone through.
I see.
It's not going to be easy, Samantha. No, the judge's summing up was fair, and I don't see any reasons to appeal on a point of law. The best way to get Terry out is to find out who did kill Preston Snow.
And how do we do that?
Private investigators. Pros.
So either way, it's going to cost me, right? Look, can't we just untangle Terry's legitimate businesses from his dodgy ones?
No, they feed off each other.
Shit. What do I do? I feel as if I should be signing this in blood.
She has? Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, no, I thought she might. Just hold on a second. Wait. No, fully understand.
What the fuck are you doing here, McKinley? I thought you were working for Kay.
Mrs. Green doesn't want you sitting outside her house. I'm sure you can relate to that. Big house, woman on her own. See, if this was official, you'd be twos up. So I'm guessing it's not official.
I'm a policeman, and you are hindering my investigation. Fuck. I could arrest you for this.
So arrest me.
Come in, Andy.
All sorted, Mrs. Green.
Thanks. bed. Now!
Thing is, I don't think Raquel's going to give up.
Yeah, I think you're right. How do you get on with George Kay? What do you do for him?
Same as I did for Terry, pretty much.
Think you could do the same for me?
You need protection, Mrs. Green.
Yeah, maybe.
Estoy contigo. Lo tengo. Ahora. Ahí. Por aquí. Sí. Déjalo ir. Ahí.
Oh, no.
What happened?
See for yourself.
Come on.
Where'd you get this from?
Now, Terry left the keys with me. Not befitting your status.
What, as a gang boss? Seatbelt, Andy.
What?
Well, I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Not while you're driving me.
Seatbelts kill more people than they save, Mrs. Green.
I think you'll find that's airbags.
Who did that to your car?
Dunno. One of Snow's relatives, I suppose.
Another brother?
Maybe. I've been getting phone calls. And a chicken's head.
A chicken's head?
Yeah. Don't ask.
Okay, Sam. Right, I'll leave you to it.
Thanks.
come with you.
Mark? Sorry, you don't seem to be on our list.
What do you mean? There must be some mistake.
Do you mind?
Have you upset someone in here?
Why?
I've just been strip searched.
Oh, someone's got it in with me. Look, I'm sorry if he's taken it out on you.
Sorry doesn't make it better.
But you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Is everything fixed up?
They dropped the stuff off as arranged. Pinky's got the GPS gizmo, and I'm meeting the others tomorrow. I can't believe I'm doing all this.
Well, there's no one else I don't trust.
I'm not doing the counterfeit thing, Tel. I'll do this for you, and that's it. I mean it.
I know you do. Is Andy McKinley taking good care of you?
Has Laura been in to see you?
No, I've put a request in, but these things take time.
Did you do it, Tel? I always used to know when you were lying.
Sam. Look, find Morrison, get him to tell you the truth.
He told the court what he saw. You leaving Snow's house.
He's lying. My mother's life. Look, I've got a cop on the payroll. He's been there since the year dot. Mark Blackstock. You'll find his mobile in the file of facts under Blackie.
What, now I'm dealing with bent coppers?
Hello, Blackie. Didn't think you'd be one for sightseeing.
I am not happy about this, and you can tell Terry that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do you remember Morrison? The grass who gave evidence against Terry.
So?
So Terry would be very grateful if you could find out where he is. Well, he didn't put it like that, but words to that effect.
Have you any idea how dangerous that's going to be?
Compared to what?
It's not just the witness. There's the forensic as well.
Terry says Raquel stitched him up. So first, we discredit Morrison, and then we prove that Raquel faked the forensic.
No, Tom. Oh, come on, Laura. Come over for lunch. Let me feed you up a bit.
I don't need feeding up, Mum.
Well, actually, I'd like to see you.
I can't at the moment. I'm up to my eyes.
Yeah, all right. Suit yourself. By the way, did you get a visitor's request from your dad?
Look, I'm gonna have to go, Mum.
Laura? Yeah, bye.
Luke Snow.
Yeah?
How you doing?
What do you want?
A wee chat.
Well, I'm working.
Your brother was a scumbag, Luke.
What?
He sold drugs to kids. You wouldn't have caught him in overalls cleaning out the back of a rich man's car.
He didn't deserve to die like a dog, did he?
Aye, well, I can understand that, Luke. I can see you'd feel the way you do. But that's got to be between you and Terry Green. Between men, do you get my drift?
She lied. She fucking lied.
Everybody lies, Luke.
Yo, she lied in court.
So she won't go to heaven. Are you married?
Yeah.
You love her? Of course you do. You'd do anything for her. You do what you have to do to protect the ones you love. Now, your brother's dead, and I can't imagine how that must feel, but Terry Green is behind bars for it. He'll be about 70 by the time he gets out. You're a young guy. You've got a wife to come home to, someone warm to sleep with at night. If you want to take your grief out on someone, take it out on Terry Green. Or me. But don't go frightening women, okay? Okay. Good.
And she says to him, if you hadn't been in such a hurry, I'd have taken my tights off.
Gentlemen, thank you all for coming. Vicky, George. Let's get down to business. Terry has asked me to take care of the delivery you're expecting, and I'm here to reassure you that it's all in hand. Now, I know you'd rather see Terry in the driving seat, and I'm sure he'd prefer to be here himself, but what's done is done. Tomorrow night, everything goes ahead exactly as planned.
How much a night?
Well, Mickey, I'll be sure to pass your reservations on to Terry.
It's nothing personal, love. We just got a lot of money tied up in this.
No one's got more to lose here than me. So if any of you want out, just say so. Now. Mickey?
It's on its way.
It just needs collecting. Okay. Gentlemen?
How much you got in the briefcase, then?
Nothing.
I'll be out in a minute, Andy.
Trish? You okay?
Yeah. Where are you going?
Out.
Where?
Last time I looked in the mirror, I was the mother in this relationship. I might be late.
How late?
I don't know.
When I say I don't know, you hit the roof.
I might be all night.
Slut.
Yeah, beauty. We've been set up.
Jesus.
Hello, Pinky. Nice night for you. Third time lucky, I'd say. I reckon this time they'll throw away the key. So where is she? Come on, Pinky, do yourself a favor. Where is she? Where the fuck is she?
Where do you want to go, Mrs. Green?
Home, Andy. Home, sweet home. Come on in, Andy. I'll make you some coffee.
Who are you? And what the hell are you doing in my kitchen?
He's with me.
So why don't you tell me what he's doing here?
We were studying.
Yeah, looks like it.
He couldn't get a cab.
So what, he's lost the use of his legs?
He lives miles away, Mum.
I just can't trust you, can I, Trish?
You were the one who stayed out all night.
Would you get your clothes on and get out of my house?
Four tons. Hey, Terry. That's gotta hurt. You should have been there. It really was something to see. My boss thinks the sun shines out of my house.
Well, I hope whoever tipped you off got their 30 pieces of silver.
Oh, the going rate's much more than that now, Terry. Inflation. So can I take that as an admission of guilt?
I didn't think you ever bothered with the admissions of guilt, Raquel. Word on the grapevine is that you gave Pinky Salmon a good kicking. Why don't you pick on someone your own size next time?
Go on, why don't you take a swing at me now, Terry? Eh? Go on. Get rid of all those frustrations that are building up inside you. You on the inside. Sam out there. You think all those things you're missing, eh? All that lovely food. The drinks for the boys. The footy. The sex. I bet you're missing the sex. Proper sex, I mean, you know, the sort between a man and a woman.
As opposed to the sort you enjoy.
Of course, you'll be wanting a word with Sam when you get her side of the story.
Yep.
I'm surprised at you, Terry.
Yeah.
Hiding behind a woman's skirts.
Yeah.
Getting a wife to do all the dirty work.
Yeah. You're like a dog bursting for a pee. So why don't you piss off and cock your leg somewhere else?
We've got a problem, Mrs. Green.
Tell me about it.
No, a real problem.
Oh, compared with customs seizing 4 ton of my husband's cannabis, this ranks out. My God.
Mrs. Green?
Mrs. Green?
This Terry's?
Aye. We've lost almost 10 grand's worth of booze and a van.
Talk to me, Andy.
It's a regular run. 3 times a week. 3 vans, depending on the manpower. Bring the booze in from France, sell it on to off-licenses clubs. It's almost legit.
Almost?
Well, it's legit until the booze is sold on. So long as our lads stick to the story that it's for personal consumption, there's nothing customs can do.
Any idea who did this?
It's a competitive business, Mrs. Green. We've had run-ins with various firms now and then, but this... well, this is something else. With Terry banged up, they think our doings are up for grabs. It's got to be nipped in the bud before it goes any further.
Yeah, well, gardening isn't my thing, Andy. Any bud nipping to be done, my dear darling husband can do it himself.
Why didn't you tell me about the booze run?
Because it was ticking along quite nicely, that's why. Pike and Russell were supposed to be taking care of it.
Yeah, well, it ain't ticking along nicely now.
Well, there's not a lot I can do about it in here. And you're the only one I can trust on the outside. Now, someone's got to have grassed us up over that cannabis deal. And if we don't do something about it now, they're going to see it as a sign of weakness. And they're going to hit us again and again and again. Now, did you get the stuff from Richard?
Yeah, and if I'd have been caught, we'd have both ended up inside. Now you want to smuggle counterfeit money. It'll have to wait till...
Look, it's not just my money. There's other investors too. I mean, Mickey Fox is looking to recoup some of his losses from the last fiasco.
Terry, I agreed to give you an alibi for that one night, not to get dragged into all this. It's getting way out of hand.
Look, if anyone can handle it, you can.
Anything else? Any other dodgy little deals you're not telling me about?
I promise I'll make it up to you when I get out. Straight and narrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
And don't forget about Blackie. Make sure he's on the case.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Andy. Bet you never went grocery shopping with Terry, eh? You know I lied for him, don't you? I never slept with him the night that Preston Snow was shot. I hadn't seen him for months. So where was he then, eh?
Said he had a meeting, wanted to go alone. If I'd been with him, I'd have spoken up for him in court.
Did he often go places on his own then? Bodyguard's code of silence, eh?
Right, I tell you, you're not doing it. We've got to get there. Put it up.
Sam, what a lovely surprise.
George,
If I don't count every bottle, they rob me blind.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone these days, can you?
So, what can I do for you? Social call?
Terry says you're holding some cash for him.
Did he now?
Yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed you didn't tell me about it the last time I was here, George.
Let's go through to the office, huh? It's working capital, Sam, for the business.
Really? That's not the way Terry tells it. He says he left it with you for a rainy day. And believe me, George, it's pissing down outside.
I can let you have a couple of grand, Sam, but the rest of the money's tied up in the business.
Well, untie it, George. PDQ. Terry said there'd be more than this.
Did he say anything about selling his stake in the club?
Well, he's got a lot on his mind right now, George. A life stretch in front of him, 4 tons of cannabis resin sitting in the Queen's warehouses. You're a bit low on his list of priorities right now.
Fine. I'm sure he'll get round to it.
Yeah. I'm sure he will, George.
I'll catch you in there. Get some vodka and tonic, yeah? What the fuck do you think you're doing here?
If Mohammed won't go to the mountains...
You won't be happy till I'm behind bars with your old man.
I need to talk to Morrison. He said he saw Terry leaving Snow's house the night he was shot. I want to know why he lied. Now, if I have to make you a little bit uncomfortable to get to the truth, then tough shit.
It's blackmail.
Whatever. Now, do you or do you not have an address for Morrison?
Anyone finds out what I'm doing, I'm fucked. Superintendent Blackstock, can we have a word?
You can't come around here like this. Any contact's supposed to be through my brief.
I haven't time for the usual channels. Can we do this inside? Yeah?
This is a right bloody liability. It's supposed to be a witness protection scheme. Got a cold. Do you want to know?
Do you know who I am?
I saw you in court. You're wasting your time, Mrs. Green. I heard what I heard. I saw what I saw. 2 shots, then your husband running out of the house. That's it.
It was a dark night. You could have been mistaken.
I saw what I saw.
Had you done business with Raquel before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean. Frank Welsh. Do you and him have a history?
Do you know how many people want me dead, Mrs. Green?
Is that including me, Ricky?
I did some work for him, yeah.
You were one of his grasses. You see, I think Raquel framed my husband. I think the forensics down to him.
The black van's on your tail. Have you plotted? Yeah, I can see him. Don't get too close. Okay, we're behind him. Let's go. We've been caught in the lights. You better get a move on. We'll be right with you. Move it, they're on us.
Well, well, well.
We've got one of the hijackers. The boys are having a word with him now.
Who are you working for? Dunk him.
Boys.
What are you doing?
We're making him talk, Mrs. Green.
Well, how can he talk with his head in water? Were you all bullied at school or something? Well, get him out!
¿Qué te dedicaste? O vamos. Basta. Petko. Šta je bilo, Petko? Majku mu jebe, Petko, šta je bilo?
Don't be too hard on old Petco. It's not his fault. The boy's got a bit heavy with him. You must be Zoran Poskovic. I'm Sam Green.
What do you want?
I want you to leave my husband's booze runs alone. That's what I want.
It's a free market economy. The strong prosper at the expense of the weak.
Well, that's where you're wrong, you see. My husband's not weak, and I wouldn't want you thinking I was a pushover either. So instead of competing, why don't we start cooperating, eh? Now, these are your areas, and we'll stick to these. Any disputed ones we can talk about. Divide them up equally. Okay? Do people actually eat them? Amazing.
DCI Welsh.
Suicide like fuck. 24 hours after he speaks to you, he's hanging from the door. That sound like a coincidence to you? If they find out I gave you Morrison, I'll be in so much shit they'll need a submarine to find me.
You're a big boy, Blackie. I'm sure you covered your tracks.
This is the last time I put myself in the firing line for you. Or Terry.
It's the last time when I say it's the last time. You've been on the phone since you were a wooden top, pounding the beat. You'll do as you're told, or your career's over and you'll be spending your retirement behind bars. Now, Terry says he was with some Irish heavyweights the night Preston Snow was shot. I need a name. Someone I can talk to.
Paramilitaries. For fuck's sake.
I never get out of the way for pricks.
Well, I always do.
Where's Grace? Where is she? What was she doing, walking about outside on her own?
This isn't a prison, Mrs. Green. There are no locks on the doors, no bars on the windows.
You let an 80-year-old woman with chronic Alzheimer's go walkabout? She needed taking care of 24 hours a day. That's what she was in here for. That's what we were paying for.
Actually, you weren't. You haven't paid Mrs. Green's account for over 3 months.
Is that right? Well, you can whistle for it now.
Your missus sends her regards, Mr. Riggs.
I'll miss your sense of humour when you leave, Green. In about 30 years. Oh, by the way, your mother's dead. She was hit by an ice cream van. They had to scrape her off the road with a fucking wafer.
Hello, babe.
Oh, Jesus, Mum. Why didn't you phone?
Because every time I do, I get the machine. Darling.
Fell. Laura?
How long's this been going on? Laura?
They're giving him a tough time at work.
That's no excuse.
Because of Dad.
What?
They wind him up. Father-in-law's a drug dealer and a murderer. Not the normal sort of pedigree of a merchant banker.
Hitters always hit, Laura.
I love him, Mum. He loses his temper, that's all.
Real men don't hit women, darling. They can make your life a misery in a million other different ways, but they don't hit.
Is this a good idea, Mrs. Green?
Oh, yeah, Andy, it's a very good idea. I'm looking for Jonathan Nichols. Do you know where he is, please?
He's in a meeting in conference room A.
Thank you.
So in conclusion, if we implement these measures, we could cut the workforce by 20%, which would allow us...
If you ever lay a finger on my daughter again, I will kill you. Do you understand me? As I stand here, I will fucking kill you. Where do you get off thinking it's okay to hit a woman, any woman, but to beat your own wife black and blue, you are less than a man. What, you want to hit me, do you? Go on, I fucking dare ya! You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Doing business with a wife beater.
You okay?
I feel much better, thanks.
Where to?
Kill them.
On your feet, Green. Your request to attend your mother's funeral has been denied.
Well, there's always next year.
Yes, love.
Are you Ray Murphy?
Maybe.
I'm Sam Green, Terry Green's wife. A donation for the cause.
Haven't you heard? There is no cause anymore.
My husband's doing life for a murder he says he didn't do. On the night in question, he says he was doing business with some of your people, laundry business. But because of who you are, he couldn't tell the cops. Can you check it out for me?
I'll ask around, but hackles might be raised.
I'll have to risk that.
Mr. Dunn, did the governor get my application for me to attend my mum's funeral?
I think Riggs blocked it.
Oh, he did he? Can you put one in for me? There's a monkey in it for you on the outside.
Oi, Green. You put any noses out of joint on the wing?
Not that I know of. Why?
Word is there's someone gunning for you.
Who?
Watch your back, yeah? Death on the wing's gonna look pretty shitty on my CV.
Hello, boys. Don't get wet. Well, come on, then. Oh, you want to play? Fuck off!
We should go in, Mum.
Right, check it out.
I'll run round here.
All clear, you can bring him out.
Oh, I love.
Thought you weren't going to make it.
I couldn't miss Mum's send-off. Jamie. More coming, Trish. Haven't you got a hug for your old dad?
Holding everybody up.
Can't even hug me, missus.
No can do, Terry.
I'm hardly going to make a run for it, am I?
Regulations, Terry.
More than your job's worth, eh?
No, it's okay, love. It's all right. Come, let's go. Ooh, the vultures are gathering.
What the hell is he doing here?
Governor's approved the pass.
He's a convicted murderer. He's only just been sent down.
It's his mother's funeral.
Yeah. So why don't you respect the sanctity of the church and fuck off?
cops. What can you do with them, eh?
Jesus led the way through suffering and death into the loving presence of God and promised to prepare a place for those who follow. So it is with sadness that we say farewell to grace. The peace of God, which passes all understanding, keep your hearts and minds in the knowledge and love for God and in his Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, and the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, be amongst you and remain with you always. Amen.
Thanks for taking care of things.
Least I could do.
Laura didn't make it.
Guess not.
I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry for everything. But things are going to change.
Easy to say.
Yeah. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, so keep your chin up. I'm expecting some good news.
You sound like a cheap horoscope.
Wait and see. Look, can we lose these for a minute?
You leave those cuffs alone.
He's just saying goodbye.
Which is what you'll be doing to your pension if you touch those locks. Just get him in the van quick.
Don't worry, Terry, we'll get you out of there.
And you're next. I know you put that drug deal together for him.
Yeah? Prove it.
Can't you leave us alone? This is a funeral, for Christ's sake.
What about Preston Snow's funeral? I didn't see you there.
Why don't you just piss off, Raquel? You don't belong here. This is private grief. It's got nothing to do with you.
We'll see about that.
Leave her alone!
I'll have you
Don't
for
you
assault.
dare touch her.
You get him in the van now.
Right. It's our grandmother's funeral. You're out of order, and you know you are. A report to the Police Complaints Authority will stay on your record, proven or not.
Boy lawyer, eh?
Come on, Gov. Leave it.
You can't come in.
You should have been there, love.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Just do as your ma says.
I wanted to go, Mum. But Jonathan, he said...
Oh, don't cry, darling. You'll be all right now. Mummy's here. Shh. There.
How many times did you shoot Preston Snow?
Twice. Once in the chest, then in the head.
Why?
He owed me money, didn't he? And he wouldn't pay. And he badmouthed me all over the manor. So I had to teach him a lesson, didn't I?
It's absolute bollocks. If Kelly killed Snow, I'm a bleeding Dutchman.
Understood. Make your way back to the surface when you're ready.
I understand there's aversion to gift horses, Frank.
Terry Green killed Preston Snow. End of story.
You're off the case, Frank.
Like fuck I am! I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, Sean Kelly didn't do it. He's lying.
Lying his way into a life sentence? He's doing 7 years for armed robbery. He'll be out in 4. Kelly says he killed Snow and he's given up the gun. Green's going to be out before you can say miscarriage of justice. Your best bet is to keep your head down and avoid the flak. I'll do what I can.
You'll be back.
All I would like to say is that although this is a joyful occasion for me, my thoughts are with the Snow family who've had a terrible time. And all I want to do is to go home with my family and try and get my life back. Thank you.
Mr. Green, if you could just...
Hey, don't. Just don't.
He murdered my brother and got away with it!
Aye. Court said he didn't.
Well, you know what? Fuck the court! Fuck the court and fuck you! I'm getting busted anyway!
It's true what they say. You can't keep a good man down. And they don't come any better than Terry Green. Welcome home.
Settle down. Let's have a bit of hush. There's something I want to say, because there were a few times in the last couple of weeks that I thought I'd be seeing bars for the rest of my life. Moments like that, that's when a man finds out who his friends really are, and, well, I've found you. Looks like I'm fucking stuck with you and all. But there's someone here tonight who, well, Sam, come. I love this lady with all my heart, and well, she stood by me and kept the family together. Well, I just want to tell you, I'm going to make it up to you, I promise you.
When the cool of night is falling, I hear my lover calling, but the way that I'm feeling's a crime. You know I ain't a girl for quitting. Looking back from where I'm sitting, seems I spent all the best of my time searching for a man for life. Now you're talking, dreaming of a man for life. Yeah, he may be cool as ice, but if he don't treat me nice, I'm a fool for a man for life. Now I got a man for life, that's my baby. I got myself a man for life. I'm his girl. I guess the jury's out, but I ain't in no doubt. My man is a man for
You enjoyed yourself too much as far as
I thought they were real policemen.
And the police woman,
Yeah, all the policemen always do that around me.
God, it was a hell of a night, wasn't it? Thanks, Tel.
I should get released from prison more often.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Terry, you can't just waltz back in here like nothing's happened, you know.
I've told you, I'm a changed man.
Really? We'll wait and see, shall we? Go on, off you go. You're sleeping in Jamie's room. Go on, like a good little boy.
Okay, good night.
Night-night.
Yeah, night.
Sleep well.
Yeah, night.
Yeah.
Night. was it?
Didn't say. Are you going?